I'm very pleased to be briefly introducing my exhibition, the Meem Gallery in Dubai, entitled A Utopian Stage. The exhibition covers the history of the Festival of Arts Shiraz Persepolis that ran in Iran between 1967 and 1977. The festival is one of performance, music, drama, dance drama, and theatre. And it encompasses various expressions, especially from Asia and Africa. The largest cohort of artists who presented their works on stage at the Shiraz Persepolis Festival were from Iran itself. The second largest were from the South Asian subcontinent. This is an extremely important factor because at the time when the festival was banned, and in the mythology that has pervaded in the absence of knowledge and information around this banned and censored object, is that it was an elitist looking to the West project. And this Utopian Stage exhibition primarily introduces the real space and the real genealogy of that festival as what I call a third worldist space. It featured many Asian and African cultures, many Asian and African performative expressions, and some of them leaving various countries like Senegal or Rwanda for the first time to arrive on an international stage. This international stage in Iran was quite specific. It was tapping really into that decolonial moment, in my view, which was on a par with what happened in Dakar, Senegal in 1966, 1 year before the inauguration of Shiraz Persepolis, and that was called the first World Festival of Negro Arts. It excluded North Africa. It was really centered around negritude and the questions of Black Africa and its diasporas. And in 1969, there was another similar festival with similar aims to reinvigorate local native art forms and investigate native compost. And that was in 1969 in Algiers, called the Pan-African Festival. Then after that, we had Festac in 1974 in Lagos, which really positioned itself very much in contradistinction to what had happened in Dakar, Senegal. So Africanism and negritude, Pan-Africanism and negritude were two various paradigms that were here of concern for these two festivals. Now, Shiraz Persepolis didn't really focus on any ethnographic or geographical dimension, and it proposed itself as a universal stage. I call it a utopian stage because in my critical reading, it's potentially something that could have happened for those 10 or 14 days once a year and for the period of 11 years, which is incidentally a very long period of time for such a festival, considering that the Dakar, Senegal happened 1 year, the Algiers once, Festac has happened twice in that period, and Shiraz went annually for 11 years. And as a temporary autonomous zone, as a utopian space, it really did tackle these very aspirational questions and thrusts about what contemporary means vis-a-vis traditional, ritual, archaic and folkloric forms of performance. It's something that was picked up by the Havana Biennial 2 decades later, and the ethos of the festival was to make sense of those traditional forms in the contemporary moment, i.e. something on a par with a notion of vertical time as opposed to a linear progression of time, whereby something of the past has meaning and presence and lives on in the present. In that festival, as you can see in the gallery, there were many African and Asian artists performing, and the natural alliance was quickly realized by the festival organizers to be one with Eastern European and Western European and North American, also Japanese in avant-garde artists, the internationally fluid avant-garde, who were involved in various phenomena. One, helping to transmit knowledge and wisdom and forms and content from Asia and Africa to their own spaces, the reverse transmission of knowledge. And secondly, having and deploying a very genuine, I believe, interest in the cultures of Asia and Africa. Those people included Jerzy Grotowski from Poland and Tadeusz Kantor from Poland, and we had Yanis Yanakis We had Robert Wilson and Merce Cunningham and John Page, Karl-Heinz Stockhausen, and they were basically performing with Shanta Rao from India. They were performing with the Kathakali dancers from Kerala. They were performing with the National Ballet of Senegal, with Robert Serumaga from Uganda, with Duro Latipo from Nigeria, with Bismillah Khan, with Max Roach from the United States. So this was really a very, very profoundly charged stage where a very big dimension of cultural aspiration was being experimented with. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.